Hello, all you beautiful people. Thank you so much for joining me here for Effortless Qigong. This is going to be a short beginner's routine. So if you're new to Qigong, you start here. In this video, I'm going to show you 3 Holden Qigong techniques that I would show beginners who are just getting into Qigong. Okay? First thing I'm going to show you is a nice, gentle stretch and opening exercise that you can do any time of the day to open up the rib cage, to massage the spine, and to clear brain fog. Then after that, I'll show you a movement called Qi massage, which is a great way of activating the life force energy. It's so important to do as you're getting into a Qigong practice. And the third thing I'll show you is a movement called pulling down the sky, which is a fantastic, gentle flow that just feels so good to do whenever you need it and can. All right, so let's begin. This is going to be a short practice where I go through some basic Qigong movements to help you get started with the practice. Now, you don't need any materials, you don't need the yoga mat, you don't need anything special to practice Qigong. Just wear something comfortable, find yourself a comfortable and safe place to practice, and follow along the best you can. Okay? Now, while we're doing this practice, don't worry about everything being perfect. The rule of thumb for getting started with a Qigong routine practice is no pain, no pain. So if it feels right for you, if you feel comfortable and safe when you're doing the practice, that's perfect. That's all you need. Okay? Okay, so let's get started with the Qigong practice. Now, I teach a specific style of Qigong called Holden Qigong. This is developed by Lee Holden. He is a Qigong master who lives in California. And in my personal opinion, it is one of the best forms of Qigong, especially for Western audiences, people who are not from these cultures that Qigong originates from. I think it's really accessible. It's interesting, and it's easy for anyone to do. Qigong is great for people of all ages, but especially as we get older, we really want to have, as part of our fitness routine, light forms of exercise that complement the other things that we're doing. Okay? We want to be stretching the joints, the sinews. We want to be stretching the fascia. We want to be circulating that life force energy and clearing stress and tension. And Qigong is one of the best practices to do that. It keeps us youthful, it gives us youthful vitality, and when you commit to doing a Qigong practice, what's so fascinating is that you do all these different movements throughout the week when you're following along, trying different routines, and that's so good for our brains. We want to continue to move as we age. We want to move in a variety of ways as we age. And Qigong helps us with our balance, with our proprioception, our mind-body fitness, and it's in the name, Qi, that life force energy. You start to develop an experiential sense that your life force energy is more than just, warmth. Your aliveness is this amazing, mysterious force that you can cultivate through this practice. All right, let's get started. So, a good first thing to do when we're new to a Qigong practice is to tune into our breath. So let's do a movement called Spinal Cord Breathing. That's a really nice practice to do. Okay, this is one of the first Holden Qigong practices that I like to show people who are new to Qigong. Okay, it's kind of like when you get up in the morning, you want to inhale, open up, greet the day, and then you exhale. Round the spine, tuck the tailbone. This movement here is called spinal cord breathing. Breathe in. And exhale, around the spine. And again, inhale. Tuck the tailbone. Open up the rib cage. And round the spine. Perfect. Okay, so that's a really good basic Qigong movement to do. But you're probably wondering, am I doing this right? Am I standing the right way? Well, let's go over that. So the basic Qigong stance, your feet are hip width apart, your toes are pretty much face forward. You get a slight bend of the knee, so they're not locked. You're also not squatting, they're a slight bend. The tailbone is relaxed. For a lot of us, maybe it's a slight bringing forward just because we're sitting in a chair so much. So if it's just soften it a bit forward. Your head floats up toward the ceiling. Your shoulders relax down. Your elbows are floating away from your body. Your shoulders are down and relaxed. And you're breathing diaphragmatically. You relax your belly. That's the basic stance. Now from here, we go into that spinal cord breathing. So the arms come up in the light loose fist. As you inhale, open. Look up toward the sky. And exhale around the spine, tuck the tailbone. Very good. Breathe in. And exhale. And one more time. And exhale. And relax. Perfect. Did that feel good? Was it nice to move your spine, to open up your ribs, to stretch? I hope so. Now, this next thing we'll do is called tapping or chi massage. In this video, I'm going to show you 3 things. We're going to do 3 techniques. So, this is called chi massage. Okay, so this movement is called chi massage. Now, it's pretty simple to do. Just start knocking up and down the center of the chest. Breathe in through the nose. And I like to exhale through my mouth to clear stress. So here what we're doing is we're tapping up and down a bunch of acupressure points. We're activating the body's energy. And the sternum in Qigong theory is said to be the controller of emotions. So this helps us to free up and get rid of anxiety and stress and tension. Exhale through the mouth. Excellent. And then what we'll do is we'll tap down the inside of the arm to the wrist and up the outside of the arm. Tapping is a good way to activate the energy. It helps free up stuck stuff like lymph, helps with lymph drainage. And we always want to do a bit of an activation as part of a Qigong practice because it's when you've done the stretching and the activating that the feeling of chi, of your life force energy becomes more real and more tangible. So we always like to do a bit of an activation. Now these, if you're getting into acupressure or meditation, these Qigong exercises are great to do before you meditate. They're great to do before you do acupressure. Now let's tap up and down the back here. And then let's tap down the legs. One more time. And then tap just below the navel. And slow down. Tune in. Take a few breaths. Perfect. So see if you notice, whatever you feel right now is perfect. So one of the things in Qigong we want to do is just tune into our bodies and see how it feels. Now you might feel just like a bit of warmth, buzzing or tingling, maybe a bit of a magnetic feeling in the fingers. If you do, that's the activation of our chi. You might feel your blood pumping too. That's perfect. The blood carries the chi. So now that we're activated, let's do what's called a flow. So what we're going to do is a movement called open. It's called pulling down the sky. Now let's do a flow. Now that we're warmed up, let's do a movement called the flow. Now that we're warmed up, let's do a flow called pulling down the sky. Now, a flow in Qigong practice is really the heart of a Qigong practice, in my opinion. In a good Holden Qigong set, we're going to do things like stretching, breathing, self-massage, activation techniques to really warm up the energy system, to get things activated and flowing. And then there's flows. Flows are great for circulating the life force energy, for tonifying and strengthening the system. And what I'm going to show you is a simple flow that you can do that I think is really great because it's easy to do. It combines slow, deep breathing, and it helps cultivate a feeling of tranquility and balance. It's also kind of bringing energy down from the head, which is so important to do in our culture where we're really in our heads too much. Okay? So what we do is we inhale out to the side. As we're breathing in nice and slow, the hands move up. Then we exhale down, and the arms are mirroring the movement of the breath. Nice and slow. Now breathe in as you float up. And exhale, float down. And in. And exhale down. And up. And float down. And breathe in. Perfect. We'll do it one more time. Now we're moving nice and slow. I'm staying soft through my hands, my wrists, elbows. And exhale, float down. Cross the hands, bring the feet closer together. Relax face, neck, and shoulders. Breathe into the belly. All right. Perfect. So I hope you enjoyed this short little introduction to some Holden Qigong. I've got a lot of routines that I built up here over the years on YouTube that you can explore. And I also have I'd also like to invite you to check out Effortless Qigong Elevate. Did you like this routine? Then please comment down below letting me know what you thought of it. Are you new to Qigong? What brings you here? Did you feel any buzzing and tingling? Did you feel any clearing of stress or tension? Let us know in the comment section down below, and I'll see you in the next routine. Peace. I hope this practice supported you today. If you'd like to deepen your Qigong journey, I'd like to welcome you to Effortless Qigong Elevate. It's a clean, ad-free practice space where you can revisit your favorite routines, access premium guided programs, and build a consistent practice that fits into real life. You can start your 14-day free trial through the link below.